Hi Leo, Scottish Gypsy here to do a super quick bonus reading. I'm going to be working today with the Psychic Oracle Tarot, and I'm going to pull 6 cards, then I'll get a croning energy and I'll take a look at the bottom of the deck. Now if you're looking for your full comprehensive reading, Leo, that happens every 2 weeks, so that went live last weekend, still relevant if you've missed it. Also, next Saturday is probably when your next major reading will go live in about a week's time. Okay, Leo, excited to do this today. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, Leo, make sure you hit that button. It really does support the channel's growth and allows me to connect to your energy. Leo, I don't know if in the recent past some of you have gone through something. I've got emotional loss, whether or not you've been grieving the loss of something or someone, sending you all my love and light if that's the case. There could have been a person like close to you that you were comforting as well, I'm feeling, but let's see. Leo, excited to do this for you today. What's going to come through the bonus? Leo, strongest themes for Leo. One more please. Nice, good shuffle, Leo. We've got the moment of truth, huh? Bottom of the deck. Judgment next to a 5 of Swords. Ooh. I mean, I had the 5 of Cups before, right, Leo? And I feel like this is in the past for a lot of you. Did you recently have a moment of truth? Was there a loss? I mean, we've got 2 cards that represent you've gone through a challenging situation. There could have been an argument. There could have be a feeling of defeat or loss. Maybe it was the moment of truth. It could have been a conversation, a discussion. Someone could have closed the door here or been at a moment where they're deciding whether or not to give something or someone a second chance. Let's see. Okay, Leo, first card out for the Leo collective. Yeah, a lot of you have just gone through an ending. Some of you, either someone has passed or, you know, an animal companion has passed, or there's been severed ties with someone. You've gone through a breakup, an ending, the end of a friendship. Something has ended. Let's keep going. Some of you made the decision that it's time to shed an old skin. I feel like something ended because of dishonesty. Could have been issues with jealousy. I don't know if there was a relationship and there was an argument or fight over deception and jealousy or envy. I'm feeling like a truth was revealed or something was revealed and it created an ending. Let's keep going, Leo. Or someone ended with you and you are suspicious of their motives for ending it. Very specific, I know. 4 of Cups. I want to keep going, Leo. What is going on? Leo. 2 4s anyway. I feel like your work is going well and your home life is probably going well, as in your family unit. 4 of Wands can talk about a family, a home, a happy family, a strong foundation, the 4 pillars of stability and security. It can be the 4 pillars of a home. Maybe there's a change here. Let's keep going, Leo. Empress energy. Libra and Taurus. There is a divine feminine. You might resonate as being a divine feminine or in that energy or dealing with one. Let's keep going, Leo. The Sun. I mean, I love that for you, Leo. Something about staying in the light, stepping into the light, coming out of discontent and boredom. I mean, coming from 4 of Cups to the Sun is like, wow, a big shift in your sense of happiness. Let's get a croning. What's the croning for Leo today? Yeah, there's something about your intuition and a moment of truth. The High Priestess came out. Now, I know it says intuition here, but this is the High Priestess in conventional tarot. Can you see that, Leo? No, if this is not your story, don't make it fit. These are general readings. There'll be times you watch me and you're like, oh my God, that crazy woman is following me. And then there'll be times where you're like, oh, it just did not resonate at all. They're not meant to. The general readings, I get the messages that are the strongest for the collective at that time. In other words, the universe wants someone or that collective to hear the message at that time. So if it doesn't resonate, just leave for a future reading and come back. You can see here, this is a person whose intuition was telling them that something wasn't quite right, that maybe someone was lying, cheating. That's just, I'm not leaning on the envy word today. I'm feeling like deception or cheating, like there's something shady that someone's doing and the other person knows, right? They're like, I don't have the facts, but my gut tells me. You know, when you're in that situation where someone wrongs you and deceives you, and many of us have been there, right? I know I have. And my gut told me, like literally my whole body told me. And, you know, we need to learn to really trust those intuitive feelings. And someone here is. Someone believes that someone is not telling the truth or acting in their integrity. And I feel that might cause, for some of you, there's an ending. And I don't know who's who. The Death card, although it says transformation here. And I did see the moment of truth with conflict and defeat. So I feel that a conversation perhaps has happened here about it. An argument, a conflict, and someone has like made the final judgment call in a situation. Maybe you're at that point. Maybe you've recently made it. Maybe you're coming into the energy of Four of Wands, Empress light. Look at this. No, the Empress energy can be mother energy. So I can see mother home. So there could be a family, someone you're married to. I don't know if this is the dynamic here. But I do see a divine feminine with a strong family unit. And there is the opportunity for healing and happiness with the sun. Someone stepping into the light. Now, even then, it says light, right? Even though it's the sun. We've got something coming to light. A truth being revealed. Can you see that? It's very specific. I feel like you're ready for change. So I just don't know how recent this is. Maybe this was in your past here. Maybe it's like letting something go, shedding an old skin. Maybe you're still attached to something that happened in the past. And the universe is wanting you to come out of that Four of Cups, shed that old skin, let that past go. Because there is an opportunity for happiness. You know, this is kind of what we all aspire to have. So that's where I'm going to leave it, Leo. I look forward to hearing how this resonates, if this is your story. I might pull an advice card. What is the advice today for Leo? I mean, the crowning energy was intuition. Be guided by your intuition. What is your inner knowing telling you? What is the advice today for Leo? Five of Swords. You know, this can be those voices in our head. Someone feeling mentally conflicted by what their mind is telling them. This can be what you're hearing. So whether others are spreading rumors, gossip, whether you're hearing things, whether this is your own mental narrative, maybe thinking the worst, speaking the worst. It might not be real here. Like, you need to, really listen to your intuition and not perhaps what you're hearing from others. Five of Swords is mental conflict. And let me just get one more of advice for Leo. It is the conflict and defeat card again. Can I have one more card of advice today? What is the advice for the Leo collective? 2 more. 1 more. Ace of Swords, truth. I feel that it's more a realization of the truth. I mean, you could be hearing it. 1 more card of advice for Leo. King of Cups. And even then, you got the 4 of Cups and the split again. You know, the King of Cups is a poised energy. Calm, emotionally mature. Someone who is managing their emotional space. But they're in their love, they're in their emotion, but most importantly, in their intuition. The cup represents intuition. You've got croning, intuition. If I was to pick a king for intuition, that would be the king. Meditate on something. What is your soul telling you? Because there is a conflict here. And I feel for someone it's in their head. Maybe something's not real and it's just in your head. Maybe you've been hurt in the past, cheated on in the past. I don't know. Maybe your past is coming back to haunt you. Maybe you're being triggered here. I don't know. But the truth will be revealed. Perhaps there's a conversation that's needed. Ace of Swords. And it's next to the 10 of Swords. Next to Judgment. I feel like there's a need to release an experience that happened in your past. I definitely feel you got hurt. You got cheated on. You got betrayed. Someone could have walked away. You could have walked away. Feels time to open up to a new beginning, to trust your intuition, to speak the truth, face the truth, embrace the truth. You'll be realizing the truth. Like the truth will set you free here one way or another. That's where I'm going to leave it. God bless. Love you, Leo. Bye.